Hey, what's going on? Welcome, subscribe, click the bell, share it to all your social media. I'm aware that I'm late to the party on this. I wanted to wait for the response. So, unless you've been living under a rock, Suki with the good coochie, the one who's been making her money, basically throwing around the box, she was assaulted. Yeah, she was assaulted. It was caught on camera. I don't think that she was going to come forward and really just address it until social media streets started talking. Sukihana was embarrassed. We're going to look at the video of YK Osiris doing what he did. But I think Sukihana came forward because people were telling her she should come forward because she was offended. I do believe that she was offended, but I think she was more of embarrassed. And then when people on the social media street started telling her, hey, this dude raped you, that's when she started to really speak up and say things because she knows exactly how she makes her money. She knows what her image is. Now, right now, as of June 16th, YK Osiris, he apologized for what he did to Sukihana. We'll look at the video. Sukihana's accepted his apology. So Sukihana and YK Osiris have walked away from this. No harm, no foul. I've not heard of the DA wanting to press charges. So all is forgiven. We're going to talk about the what ifs because this could have went really, really bad. So again, she forgave YK Osiris June 16th. He publicly said, I want to publicly offer my sincerest apology to Sukihana, an attempt to be playful. I misread the moment and violated Sukihana's boundaries. I understand the importance of consent and I am embarrassed by my behavior. I take full responsibility, have made multiple attempts to apologize. I have the utmost admiration for Sukihana and it was never my intention to disrespect her. They're both smiling. She's leaning forward. He gives her the smooch. Everybody's looking, everybody's laughing. So he walks off. He's joking around with boys. They think it's all funny. It's all games. Giving a massage, then the kiss. So she moves herself away. She looks shocked. Goes in for again. Okay. She looks shocked and surprised. Once the internet social media streets started saying, hey, he committed sexual assault with that kiss, I think that's when Sukihana, when she was hearing what social media was doing, she decided to come forward and speak her piece. And that's when he immediately threw out the apology. Let's just say Sukihana was upset about what happened. Let's just say she was upset about what happened. He threw out an apology. He would be facing charges, and this could be considered an admission of guilt. I'm not saying that he should not have made the apology because when people talk about consent, they're really saying that it's unwanted. So even though the woman is smiling and laughing and joking about it, even if an hour, day, week, whatever, if she goes back and replays the event in her head and she has buyer's remorse, she regrets it, whatever, it can be considered that she didn't give consent and that she was coerced. I mean, he did have his hands on her face forcing the kiss, so it could be seen as coerced. And if she says it was unwanted, she can call the cops, have charges pressed, or she can file grievances in civil court. She could do those things. That's the reason why Keanu Reeves, when he takes pictures with people, he's next to him, but he makes sure that his hands are out in a way where he's not touching the person. Stuff really gets real. As far as in the moment, it's okay. And then later on, people are upset. And if you apologize, whether you're sincere or not, that person can take your quote unquote apology as an admission to guilt. It's off to the races. It can happen. It can happen. So luckily, no harm, no foul in this. But a lot of men and women were saying online that because of the lifestyle that Sukihana lives, that kind of made it to where it's fair game to do stuff like that to her because she's asking for it. She wants it based off of what she puts out there about herself, how she makes money, the rap songs that she makes, the public persona that she puts out there warrants, justifies unwanted behavior. Well, it's like this. It is art and she's making money, and you don't want to go against the legal machine when it comes to someone saying that you committed some type of offense against them that's sexual in nature. You don't want to do it. You don't even want to take the risk. You could have all the money in the world. You can have the best lawyers in the world. Once the bell is rung, you can't unring it. And even when people walk away from this and this becomes a thing of the past, The internet is going to remember, and remember it will. YK Osiris, he's not that popular. A lot of people like him. They think he's funny. They find him attractive. Because people like him, because Sukihana likes him, he gets a pass. Had he have been someone that Sukihana didn't like, or the social media streets didn't like, it wouldn't be a simple, you give an apology, we all walk away holding hands, and we're cool next time.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, people can get in their feelings when it's not necessarily consent versus non-consent. It's, do I like this person? Do I not like this person? And people like him. So his apology's accepted. He's good to go. Tasha K says, based off what she saw and what led up to that kiss, that YK Osiris should take his apologies back ASAP. Tasha K says she led him on, quote, I will turn your butt out. How are you going to say that to a grown man, then feel some type of way when he goes for it? Weird. Hey, a woman can walk outside or into a room completely naked and she can tell you, I want you to take the box. She can lay on the ground, spread eagle, and say, come get it. If at any point in time she says, I don't want it, I changed my mind, that's it. You're done. You're done. It doesn't matter what you were told, what you think. You didn't hear this, you didn't hear that. You're done.
What? What the fuck?
I know you're all thinking, well, CK, it sounds like you're putting on the cape. You're trying to cape for Sukihana, cape for women. No, I'm trying to make sure that a lot of you all who don't have the popularity and likability of YK Osiris, don't have his money, that you're not ending up in the same situation that he could have been in, because a lot of you all will do the same thing after you've been drinking, after it's a social setting, everyone's partying, everybody's laughing, feeling good. You could do the same thing and you're facing charges. It could happen. All it takes is for someone to not like you, or after a situation's over with, people talk to the woman and they tell her things and she's embarrassed. Now all of a sudden you may be facing backlash. And again, once you're accused of something, once the bell is rung, you can't unring it. It's because the cops don't come beating on your door to put you in handcuffs doesn't necessarily mean your reputation is not going to be tarnished by this. So in my opinion, if you don't know someone, if you're not involved with someone, if you all haven't had the conversation where you're on that level and you all are not playful like that all the time, I wouldn't even take the bait. Because a lot of you all with the whole she led him on, it's bait. It's bait. And you're taking the bait. And after you take the bait, now you're pretty much the mouse in the mousetrap. A lot of y'all sitting in jail, or you were in jail. You got to register on a registry list because you read the room, you went in for something, and it just wasn't what you thought it was. And there's so many people coming back with a Me Too story. You don't want to be on the opposite end of a Me Too story. Not now, not ever. Because you never know how it's going to affect you. It might not affect YK Osiris that bad, but it might affect you way worse than it affected him. It's a good thing that he apologized. She accepted it. They walked away. No charges filed. This is a story of a lesson learned. It has a outcome that's not negative, even though it was a negative situation. And it started to build momentum. But learn from this. Hey, keep your hands to yourself. Don't trust what she's putting out as far as an image. Because just like back in high school and even junior high school, you'd have a girl who would say that she's hot and bothered, she's talking trash, she's with the guys, she wants to be one of the guys, she's hanging around with the guys, talking sexual, wearing stuff sexually suggestive. You catch her at a club or a party, she's bumping and grinding on you and other people. People are thinking, okay, she's hot to trot. Well, you never know exactly what the outcome's going to be, especially if you are not on that level. If you're like me and you got a lot to lose, you don't want to put yourself out there because, again, once the bell is rung, you can't unring it.
Sukihana, I just want to say this. I'm empathetic towards you, and I'm also envious of you. Because luckily for you, the things that happened to you happened in a space where it was public, and it eventually made it to the internet so people could see exactly what type of person an individual is. And the reason why I'm envious is because a person like me that experienced the same exact thing with the same person didn't get the opportunity to show the whole world the things that were said, that were done to me individually behind closed doors. And because this person likes to get on the internet and cry and make it seem like he's such a person that just can't do any wrong, I didn't want to look like a person who was just clout chasing or lying. But let it be known that now that it's all over the internet, this is nothing new or nothing shy of behavior that I have experienced myself. And I just want to say this. Women, we have to stand up, one, for each other, but also you have to stand up against these men. You have to be bold with them. Because I was a person who thought, you know what, because I work for someone, I want to just make sure that I keep things on the hush and try and make it seem like everything is cool because that's what's on the internet. But the internet and real life are completely two different things. And let me be an example of it. Oddly enough, back in November, I actually DM'd Amber Rose because I had been around her in LA trying to tell her some of the things that I went through. But because I had already left LA and I had to start my whole life over where I'm at now, it was really hard for me to have to go through some of the things that I went through with just my friends and family. But now that it's on the internet, let it be known that there's a lot more apologies that need to go out, and the next one needs to start with me. I'm literally so triggered because it's like, wow, I already know that somebody probably wrote that apology for you because you're not a person who literally is willing to apologize because you don't take accountability for anything. All of the things that I went through when I was employed by you, you don't want to ever acknowledge any of those things. You literally tried to blackball me on the internet. How can you literally all of a sudden want to give out an apology because it involves another celebrity? You should literally find the grace and backtrack on all the people who are still contacting me about money, about all of their financial burdens, even the things I have to even start over my own life. But you have no empathy towards that. You might not even see this. I don't know who's going to show it to you because you have me blocked for other reasons because you literally ruined a portion of my life.
So what do you think? Let me know in the comment section your thoughts. Thumbs up the video, share your social media, subscribe, click the notification bell. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Go forth, do great things, and I'm out. Peace.
I think you have to block that.